And ladies and gentlemen, Dynamic Ace Global has satisfied my number one P that I look out for before investing in any business organization, and that is the product. And Dynamic Ace Global also has satisfied the condition of a product that is innovative. Our product has satisfied that condition of creative innovation. Our product in this company is actually one of the latest innovations in the botanical medical industry. I'm going to repeat that again for the sake of emphasis. It is actually one of the world's latest innovations in the botanical medical industry. So when I learned that the product is actually an innovative product, a wonderful product, I was really excited because to me it is something I would love to sell. To me, it's something that is going to be very easy to sell. To me, it's something that will penetrate the market. It will fly in the market because it is an innovation. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's go out. I'm going to share the remaining piece with us much later. But now let's go deep into the what the product is all about. What the product that Dynamic Ace Global is offering is all about. The name of our product is what we call the DYNACE Rocenta. Can we all say that together? Okay. Actually, the Rocenta is one of the most advanced Pytoplacenta stem cell therapy in the medical market currently. Okay, to explain that better, I want to ask a question. Whenever you hear the word aging, A-G-E-I-N-G, what comes to your mind? Whenever you hear the word aging, what comes to your mind? Someone said getting old. That's correct. Any other answer? Getting weak. Someone said dying. Someone said what? The dying of cells. Yeah, all of the answers are correct. Now, pardon? Prone to sickness. No, that's a good answer. Thank you. Now, watch this. From the knowledge of science, aging in humans begins at the age of 18. Is there anybody under the age of 18 here? Can I see your hand up? You're under 18 here. Can I see your hand up? Oh, can you look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you have started aging. Daddy said, I have not started aging, or that them they've already aging. But you know, that's the fact. Aging, I'm going to explain to us the reason why aging begins at the age of 18. Aging starts at the age of 18, but you may not notice it now until you begin to get to your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, and above. Then you begin to realize that you are no longer as strong as you used to be. You begin to realize that your skin is no longer as smooth and as silk, as fresh as it used to be when you were under 18. Then you begin to realize that certain medical conditions associated with aging, like macular degeneration, that's the degeneration of the sight, like arthritis, osteoarthritis, cardiovascular diseases, heart-related diseases, diabetes, that's type 2 diabetes, and many other conditions, azoospermia, and many other medical conditions associated with aging are beginning to emerge in your system. Like people that I have a toddler at home. Whenever this boy wakes up from the bed, he jumps down from the bed. As he's jumping down from the bed, he's looking around for the next thing to do, for the next thing to grab and scatter. So then, why is this boy? Don't you ever sit and think about your life? You know, when I wake up in the morning, for instance, sometimes it takes me like 10 minutes to get down from the bed. You know, you're trying to gather strength, right? But these kids, as they're waking up, they're jumping down. In fact, sometimes you hear them from the dream. They are playing and laughing from the dream because they have so much energy. Sometimes I would say, just better reserve your energy. There is a long way to go. But now watch this. I want us to understand that. I'm going to explain to us the reason why aging begins at the age of 18, briefly. I want us to understand that our bodies are made up of cells. Can we mention that word cells together? Cells. Our bodies are what? Made up of cells. The number two thing I want us to note this morning is that every cell in our body has their unique life spans. Okay, now some cells are designed by nature to live for only 13 days. Between 13 to 20 days. For example, the white blood cells After 13 to 20 days, what happens to them? They die. The red blood cells responsible for the distribution of oxygen in the body, they only live for around 120 days on the average. And after 120 days, what happens? They die. Remember, I said our bodies are made of cells. See, everything about you is made of cells. From the common knowledge of biology, cells are the basic building blocks of living organisms. So even your finger is made of cells. Your nose, your hairs, everything from your head to your toe are cells that came together to compose a living being. Just like this building, you want to build this building, you need a cement, you need stones, you need sand. And what's the smallest particle in this building? What's the smallest particle? Sand. That's tiny. That one piece is sand. And that's what cells looks like. And some of these cells are even invisible to the human eyes. They can only be seen under a microscope. But when they come together, they form a visible substance. Are we following? And I've also established that they all have their unique what? Lifespans. Now, there are cells like the neuron cells. These are the only categories of cells, the brain cells, that are designed to live all through our lifetime. Okay? This is the reason why we read and we understand and we remember. Okay? The reason why you still remember what, some of you can still remember what happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, right? It is because your neuron cells are designed not to die. And you notice that some people, as they begin to get old in their 70s, 80s, and 90s, they begin to suffer from what we call memory loss, right? Why is it common with elderly people? They begin to suffer from dementia, Alzheimer. You know why? Because certain cells in their neuron system are beginning to damage. So that's the reason why they begin to struggle with, cognitiveness. Okay, so I've established that every cell has a lifespan. But I also want to establish that beyond the individual unique life span of each cell in our body, certain cells in our body can also die prematurely. You know the reason why they can die prematurely? It can be as a result of exposure to certain factors like radiation, like sicknesses, like infections, especially pathogens. Pathogens are organisms that causes diseases for their host. Examples are viruses, infections, bacteria. All these bacterial infections, they are living organisms. You know that, right? They enter the body to attack the body. So cells can die prematurely as a result of such other factors. Even medication can cause cells to die prematurely in the body. I know some of you are already wondering, if cells have lifespans, then what is my hope? Now watch this. There are special categories of cells in the body called the stem cells. Can we say that together? Whenever people ask me, what is this stem cell all about? To a layman, just to explain it in a layman's term, the stem cells are like mother cells. They are responsible for, differentiating into new cells. They are responsible for producing new cells every day to take the place of old cells as old cells dies, as they get damaged or worn out. So have you seen that the body has a self-renewing mechanism, right? So remember, I told you that the white blood cells, for instance, have a lifespan of how many days? 13 to 20 days. So what happens when they die? What happens when they die? You also have to know that all of them, they don't die at once, okay? They don't die some dies today, some continues tomorrow. So what happens when they die? When they die, the body, okay, thank you. Okay. When they die, the body is supposed to automatically reproduce new cells to take the place of the old cells as they die. And what mechanism is responsible for that renewal? What mechanism is that? The stem cells. They are the mother cells in the body. Now watch this. How many of us have cars here? Imagine driving that car for a whole year or 2 years. Let me not use the word a whole year because there are some cars currently now that can go for a year without a change in engine oil. Right? There are cars, hybrid cars, with advanced engine and advanced engine oils that can last for a whole year now currently on earth. So, but imagine the Nigerian car, not those advanced cars. So imagine driving the car for a whole 2 years without changing the engine oil. What will happen to the engine of the car? It will knock. Thank you for that answer. So imagine driving your car consistently, the brake pad is worn out, you don't change the brake pad. What happens to the car? It will expose you to the risk of accident, right? And so it is with our body. Do you know that everything, look at nature, everything on earth is designed to be renewed, right? When you don't renew things, what happens to them? They get worn out. They die. They get spoiled. They get bad. Look at this building. You know it's beautiful now, right? Next year, come to this same place, you begin to see dents and spots on the wall. 2 years to come, 3 years to come, you will see them. So the paint even starts to peel. So what will the management do? They will go for what we call renewal, so that the beauty of the building can emerge again. So the reason why there are stem cells in the body, stem cells are responsible for the renewing of the cells in the body, so that the body system can remain strong. And the reason why science tells us that aging begins at the age of 18 is because from the age of birth to the age of 18, human beings loses over 60% of their natural stem cells. How many percent? 60%. From the age of birth to 18. Now the question is this. If the capacity of your stem cell is to reproduce, let's say 100% of cells every day, and from the age of 18, how many percent would they not be reproducing? From the age of 18, how many percent would they not be reproducing? 40. Why? Because 60 is gone. So have you seen that the renewal mechanism of the body has reduced with what? Increased age. Are you following? So, but you may not notice it instantly from that age of 18 and the age of 20 even. If some people may not even notice it in their 30s until the later days of your life. And that's when you begin to realize that, oh, why am I not as strong as I used to be when I was under 18? Why am I now beginning to struggle with age-related illnesses? I never had high blood pressure all this while. Why not all of a sudden? Why I tried this? Why these things? This is because the cells in the various organs and regions and components of the body are dying. And there are no sufficient stem cells to renew them. Is that concept well explained? A question I want to ask you now is this. What if there is a way to naturally restore the body stem cells level without any side effect? Are you going to be interested in that business? Would you like to undergo such therapy? It tells you that, hey, there is a way you can restore, increase your stem cells naturally without a side effect. Are you going to be interested personally to take that kind of a medication? You will be interested. Why? Because you want to restore or increase the level of the stem cells in your body, right? So that your life and your quality of life can be extended. With stem cell technology and innovation, there is a strong possibility of life extension. There is a strong possibility of life preservation. There's a strong possibility of life renewal with this innovation. I know some of you may be wondering, we're talking about stem cells. Are you telling me that you people are selling animal human stem cells? I know that may be the questions in the heart of so many. But ladies and gentlemen, the stem cell product we have is not from animals. It's not from humans. It is from plants. Okay? Because many years ago, a medical doctor and a lab scientist discovered the same, please pay attention to this. It was discovered many years ago in a particular species of plant. The same structure of stem cell in human beings were found in this particular plant. You know, plants are living things as well, right? Plants are living things. You know why? Because they share all the qualities of living things, the characteristics of living things. From our common knowledge of biology, what are the characteristics of living things? I don't know if you can remember. Mr. Niger did. That's how we were taught. I know this generation now, they don't teach that Mr. Niger did concept. You know why they do that then? I know, or this man's generation, they may use another concept totally during their time. But during our time, it was Mr. Niger did. M is for what? R is for what? N is for movement. R is for what? Respiration. And what's the next? N is for what? Nutrition. U is for what? I, sorry, is for what? Irritability. There are smart students here. This company here knows the answer very well. Thank you. G is for what? Growth. R is for what? Or E is for what? Excretion. R is for what? Reproduction. Do human beings have all these qualities? Do plants also have all these qualities? They do. They move. They grow. They have all these qualities. They reproduce. One of the major qualities of living things is reproduction. Just like humans will reproduce, animals reproduce also. Plants also reproduce. And that's the reason why food is sustained. Right? One of the best investments I love is to invest in agriculture. Because it is one investment that no matter the rise and fall of global warmings, it will never suffer depletion. Agriculture. No matter how bad the economy gets, people must continue to look for food to eat. So I love plants a whole lot. Now look at this. It was discovered, just like I said earlier, that the same structure of stem cell found in human beings were found in this plant, right? Now what they did was that they extracted the stem cells of these plants and they implanted it into the human body. You know what happened? They realized that instantly the plant stem cell helped the human stem cells level to begin to differentiate, multiply, rejuvenate, increase. Did you see that? Now watch this, please. Before the innovation of the plant stem cells, the first attempt by scientists, was to extract stem cells from newborn babies or from embryos in the womb. Their plan was, for instance, a woman is pregnant, they can extract, when a man and a woman mix together, what is formed? A cell is formed, right? When the egg is fertilized, the first stage of life is a what? A cell. Remember I told us that cell is a basic building block of living what? Organism. But science believes that first cell that is formed when a man and woman mix together and the egg is fertilized, they believe that cell is a stem cell. They believe that it is a what? A stem cell. Not just a stem cell, it is the ultimate stem cell. And that's the reason they call it the potent stem cell. It's the most powerful stem cell. It is that one cell that begins to now, multiply. We use the word differentiation. It begins to differentiate into many other cells. As it is differentiating, growing, multiplying, it is forming the face, right? It is forming the hand, the fingers, the hair, the leg, until a full human being is formed. Isn't that amazing? So, is that stem cell not powerful? It's powerful. In fact, from the zygote level, remember, the first stage of life is zygote, and from the zygote level, the next is the what? Embryo. And it is believed that in the embryonic stage of life, over 250 to 350 stem cells are found in the embryo. You know how tiny the embryo can be in the womb, just like a bead in the womb. It is these stem cells that now start, working. Every of them. This one is okay. Let me go and reproduce it. Let me go and work on the eyes. This one, let me go and work on the leg. Let me go and work on the stomach and every other organ in the body. Now, the first attempt for stem cell research was to get a woman that is pregnant, extract those embryonic stem cells, and use for stem cell research, and implant it into sick people for them to get healed. But you know what happened? In the course of trying to extract stem cells from embryo, they ended up destroying lives. That child in the womb. So that was the reason why the former president of the United States of America, George Bush, placed a ban on the stem cell research. You know why? In America, we have two kinds of political powers, right? Parties, right? Those that practices the liberal politics. And who are they? The Democrats. They are so liberal. They are, in fact, they approve of every illegal things, right? They approve of anything that they go ahead and do it. And then we have another political system, which is the what? The Republicans. They practice what we call the conservative politics. So the reason why they ban that research is because they believe that in the course of trying to extract those stem cells, you're ending up destroying another life. So why would you destroy a life to save a life? So that's why he banned it. You know what happened? When President Barack Obama came into power, in fact, before he came into power, one of the promises he made during his campaign, the video is everywhere. The promise he made was that he was going to lift that ban that was placed many years ago on stem cell research. And because you know the argument he used to win the election? One of the arguments he used to win was that what about some people that are pregnant and they don't want the baby? They can decide to donate their baby for stem cell what? Research. And Americans did what? Voted for him. And he won. And he lifted the ban on stem cell research. But now watch this. Look at what happened. When they finally lifted up the ban, scientists were happy. Let's go back to the lab. Because all the while they've been doing it secretly, but now they did it openly. You have a feel free to come and donate your unwanted, and I believe they will pay you for doing that, right? Good. Now what they finally succeeded in extracting stem cells from embryos and implanting into humans that are sick. But you know what happened? The human body rejected the stem cell. You know, the human body has been designed in such a way that when anything is introduced into the human body that is not originally part of the human body fights it. Right? The human body sees it as there's a word we use for it, antigen, a foreigner, and fights it. Have you seen those that does kidney transplant before? Have you seen them? Yes. Have you seen anyone that does kidney transplant? Besides the fact that it is expensive to do kidney transplant, you will have to look for a donor. And we'll have to pay the donor in millions. Then the procedure again will cost millions. To do kidney transplant currently is very expensive. Now, after doing the kidney transplant, do you know that your body will fight? Let me not use your body, please. I know someone is only saying, not my body. Not my body. So, not your body. Not your body. Say amen. You will never do any form of transplant. You will live well. So what do we use now? Okay, okay, let's use this chair. Thank you. So are you following? So when the body does a new kidney transplant, the body will see the new kidney as a what? As a foreigner. You know the body has immunity, right? The body has what we call the immune system. The immune system is the defense mechanism of the body, right? The immune system is responsible for defending the body against sicknesses, illnesses, and diseases. The immune system comprises of different systems, and one of the major components of the immune system is the white blood cells. So when the new kidney comes, the immune system will say, wow, a foreigner is about to invade, and all of them, they will swing into action, and they will start fighting the new kidney until the new kidney dies. Let me say this to us. Do you know that whenever you fall sick, or whenever someone falls sick, the day that that person falls sick is not the day that disease started attacking the body? The immune system has been fighting until finally they were conquered. Have you ever noticed that whenever you undergo some stress, there is a possibility of malaria to begin to most people treat malaria. Maybe after a series of stress and travels and journey, they will end up collapsing with malaria. You know why? Because all the while, the malaria has been there. The malaria is a parasite. It has been there attacking your body, fighting your body to bring your body down. And your body, police and army, they were doing a counter attack. Until finally, maybe when you went through stress, you were not eating well, and all of a sudden the immune system is weak. And when the immune system becomes weak, the parasite finally do what? Conquer the system. And you now have to go for a reinforcement. You have to plead for an external force to come and save your country. Am I making these things very simple for us to understand? Good. So after the transplant, the medical doctors are going to put the patient under what we call suppressants, a category of medication we call suppressants. And why do they put them under suppressants? In order to suppress their immune system from fighting the new organ. But now watch this. When they are trying to suppress the immune system from fighting the organ, they are also exposing those people to different risk of infections and diseases. So that's why I don't wish anybody transplant. Because after most transplants, the clients or the patients, they will stay on medication for the rest of their lives. Is that a good kind of life? It will not be your portion. So have you seen why animal stem cell failed in the human body? Even though currently there are advanced researches ongoing that are trying to do a whole lot of cross-breedings, cross-matchings to make sure that the stem cell works or is, it attains the level of compatibility with the human body. Yeah. So, but that aside, but when the plant stem cell was introduced into the human body, it was discovered that the plant stem cell was 100% compatible with the human body without any side effect. Is that good or very good? Very good. So our product, ladies and gentlemen, is a stem cell based product from plant, not from animal. Okay, and I'm going to be showing us some of the reasons why it is from plants and not from animals. Whenever I'm done with these explanations, most often I am 70% done with my presentation. The remaining things is just to run us through the slide. So this is a product, DYNACE Rocenta. Can we read this together? It is pure. It is natural. And it is a super food. Can we proceed? Are you good to go? Okay, the next slide. Let's look at the next slide. Okay, loaded with pack of polyphenols. That's the writing on the wall. Loaded with what? Pack of polyphenols, vitamins, essential minerals from unique ingredients around the world. Whenever you hear the word polyphenols, plants are rich in polyphenols. Example of plants that are rich in polyphenols are this kind of pepper, this special kind of pepper they call tatase, right? Have you seen how their back used to shine? Have you seen that? It's as if they laminated their back, right? You know the reason why their back is shining like that? Because those plants are rich in polyphenols. That polyphenol is what protects their body from decay. It's what protects their body from, being wrinkled. Polyphenol protects our body from radiations. We're living in a world where there are a whole lot of radiations, ultraviolet rays and all that. So that's what gives beauty and fairness to the skin. And this very product is loaded with these polyphenols. Okay. Now let's see this. These are the major ingredients in the DYNACE product. I've spoken about the stem cells, right? Yes, now the second active ingredient in this product is the Bulgarian rose placenta. Can we say that together, please? Now the stem cell used for the formation of this product were actually harvested from the Bulgarian rose placenta. I'm going to explain a little thing about the placenta. How many of us knows about the placenta here? Whenever the word placenta is mentioned, a whole lot of people begin to think about a pregnant woman, right? When a woman is pregnant, the highest concentration of nutrients and vitamins, where are they found? They are found in the placenta. Because the placenta is a channel through which the young child in the womb is fed, is nourished, right? The question I want to ask us is this. When a woman is pregnant, does the baby in the womb eat? Do they eat? What do they eat? Do they eat food? Do they drink pap? What do they eat? They eat only nutrients, vitamins, essential minerals. Now, I want us to pay attention to this. I strongly believe that the placenta is very greedy. I strongly believe that the placenta is very selfish. You know why? You know why? The placenta will ensure that the baby in the womb gets the best of nutrients. The placenta prefers the baby over the mother. The placenta will travel around, the body system is designed in such a way that when a woman is pregnant, the body will be extracting, harvesting all the nutrients in her body and be supplying it to the baby. I don't know if you're following. Yeah. And that's the reason why you see them. They suffer from different kinds of things like weakness, fatigue. And that's why doctors recommend that you go on consistent intake of multivitamins just to help yourself to survive. Am I making sense to you, mothers? Yeah. So the placenta will make sure that they take the mother's own and give it to the baby. Because the only thing the baby needs to grow is what? Nutrients. Now watch this. Plant also, as remember we established earlier that plants are living things, right? Plant also, they have placentas. That's what we call the placentation process. The placentation process is a process whereby the younger plants are nourished by the older plant through a liquid we call pistis. So the highest concentration of vitamins, remember I established that the highest concentration of vitamins or nutrients in any living organism that is pregnant, that is trying to reproduce is where? Placenta. So the highest concentration of vitamins and nutrients, it was also discovered that those are contained where in plants. They are contained in the placentas of plants. So what the company did was that the company extracted the placenta of this particular miracle plant called the Bulgarian rose flower and included it in this product. And also the stem cell used for the formation of this product were also extracted from the Bulgarian rose flower. And that was why I told us earlier that our product is the most advanced Pytoplacenta stem cell product in the medical market. Is that good or very good? Very good. So how many of you want to have a test of this product? Thank you. How many of you want to have a test of this product? All of us, right? Now, I did some research about this particular Bulgarian rose. Bulgaria is a country in Europe, and one of their major sources of revenue generation is this plant. One of their good sources of, in fact, they have cities, towns. The only thing they do in those places is to plant this particular flower. You know why? It's a special breed of rose flower. It is used for cosmetics, it is used for medicine, it is used for perfumes, and so many other health benefits. Are we good to go? Yeah, so these are some basic write-ups about the Pytoplacenta, the Bulgarian rose placenta. The word phyto simply means it's gotten from the Greek word plant. Okay. Now, there are some things about the Pytoplacenta. It has been medically proven that this particular Bulgarian rose flower has the capacity of increasing the oxygenation of the skin by over 70%. Can you see that? And when this happens, you know what it means for the skin to have a better level of oxygenation? The breathability of the skin, the ability of the skin to breathe properly. And when this happens, proper circulation, blood circulation happens, and collagen production is increased by over 70% as well. In fact, it was also discovered that the epidermal skin cell regeneration was increased by over 125% just by the intake of this plant. And people that took our product for 4 weeks, in fact, it has been clinically proven, when you take this product for 4 weeks consistently, you will notice that even your skin is becoming more beautiful. You will notice that your wrinkles are beginning to reduce, your fine lines are reducing. You will notice that your skin is becoming firmer, stronger, and more beautiful. Is that good or very good? Thank you. At least you can see I'm standing before you. Am I good? So that's the first active ingredient in this product. Can you see the difference between, I told us about the animal placenta, right? Can you see the difference between the both? The plant placenta has a high stability, right? It has no ethical problem. You know, some persons, they don't believe in taking anything that is from animals, right? So it is suitable. Our product is suitable for a vegan, a vegetarian, or anybody, every religion. But all religions on earth agrees that plant is a gift from God, right? So there is no religion that cannot take the product because it is 100% plant-based. Okay, are we good to go? Thank you. So this is the next active ingredient in the product. Can we read that together? The nicotinamide mononucleotide. Okay. Thank you. Okay, sorry. Thank you. Okay, can we say NMM together? It's okay. Even in most of the abbreviation NMM is okay in most organizations. Okay. Even when you are looking for the supplement on Amazon and some foreign e-commerce platform, once you write NMN, it's gonna appear. Are we good to go? Okay. This NMN is a precursor for what we call NAD in the body. The word NAD is NAD plus. The word NAD is the nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. It is the same with this NMN, okay, but in another form, in another composition. I don't want to go deep into that explanation, but I know that there are some science students here that are already understanding. You can see that this mono means what? One. But NAD is what? NAD, right? Okay. And the nucleotide in NAD is dinucleotide. Why this one is what? Mono. Dinucleotide means 2. So that's what it simply means. So it means that when this NMN is introduced into the body, I know some pharmaceutical personnel here are going to be asking, what is the mechanism of action of the product? When the NMN is introduced into the body, it turns, a biosynthesis happens, and it turns to what we call NAD. Is that clear? Can we repeat that together? When the NMN is introduced into the body, it changes to NAD. Now watch this. Apart from the stem cells, NAD is found in every living organism naturally. And this NAD is responsible for powering our cells. It is responsible for metabolism. It is what fuel is to a car. No matter how painful a car is, the car will never move without fuel, right? So no matter how strong your stem cells are, your cells are, they cannot function effectively without the NAD. So the NAD is what powers your cells. It's what is responsible for metabolism. But it has also been proven that as we age, this NAD level also decreases. Can you see that chart? Can you see this chart? From the age of birth, getting down to the age of 18, can you see that the NAD level has been lost by over 50%? Can you see that? And down to the age of 20, it keeps going down. Let me get closer to the screen, please. Can you see this? When you were born, this is the level of the NAD. Now, as you begin to age, that's grow, it keeps going down. By the time you are 40, you have like 30% left. By the time you are 50, 60, NAD level is at its lowest stage. Can you see that? Now, can we read what is on the board together? As we age, NAD level in the body decreases, right? This has been found to be linked to metabolic and age-related diseases like what? Diabetes, cardiovascular diseases, neurodegeneration, etc. In fact, in America, the FDA recommends that elderly people from the age of 50 and above, they go on a NAD supplement on a daily basis. Because supplementing with NAD has been proven to perform a reversal effect on most age-related illnesses, like the ones mentioned in the board, and many more. And ladies and gentlemen, this particular NAD that I'm talking about, it's one of the active ingredients included in our product, the NMN. In fact, it is one of the latest innovations in the medical industry. Thank you. This particular supplement, NMM supplement, it is not yet common in the African market, but in some foreign e-commerce platforms, you will get them. And in those foreign e-commerce platforms, just this one particular supplement, it is sold for as high as $50 and above $100, depending on the company you're buying from. And it is one of the major active ingredients in the Rocenta. Is that good or very good? Can you see that the company was intentional, deliberate about giving you the best of life, giving you the quality health that you deserve? Isn't that amazing? Yeah. So that's that for the NAD. So when they ask you in summary, the NAD has many other functions like it boosts energy. And you see when people take this product, one of the things they testify is instant energy. Instant energy. It boosts energy, it improves the kidney function, it promotes sleep quality, it even helps to fight obesity, and many other functions. There are weight gains that are associated with aging, right? You know that, right? And that's why you see some people complaining, why am I gaining weight when I'm not eating? Why am I, right? It's because as you age, metabolism tends to decline. The rate of metabolism decreases. The rate of the breaking down of food as well decreases. And sometimes you notice that you eat in the morning till afternoon, evening, you're still feeling heavy, full. Metabolism rate decreases. Fats breaking down also decreases. Have you seen some persons that while we were growing up, I used to have an elder brother. The guy was very tiny. In fact, he was born very tiny. And he will eat and will not grow fat. But we will eat small. You are trying your best to watch. I don't know, is someone relating with what I'm talking about? Yeah. So that's it. So when they ask you in summary, what's this Rocenta all about? What do you tell them? It is used for cell regeneration. And now I want to ask a question. What is cell regeneration? Please don't look at the board. Let me remove it. What is cell regeneration? Oh, you've read it already. This man is very sincere. People like he should be the president of Nigeria. He's very sincere. I know the answer, but I've read it. Okay, let's leave to those that have not read it. So what is cell regeneration? Anybody? Good. The rejuvenation of the cells. But that English is too much. Let's find a simpler English. You want to say something, man? The what? I didn't get you clearly. Okay, she uses the word the reproduction of new cells, which is also what? Good, wonderful. But I want another. Yes, sir. I think I like that English better because it's more simple. He says the renewing or the replacement of cells. Thank you, sir.
Cells rebuilding itself.
Cells rebuilding itself. Good. See, there are many professors in this class. Good. So, but the word renew is more easier to understand, right? Because whenever you mention the word renew, everybody knows what it means. So the Rocenta is used for cell regeneration. And cell regeneration means, and we read together, cell regeneration means the natural process of replacing, renewing, repairing, restoring, and rejuvenating damaged cells, tissues, organs, and the entire. Is that good or very good? That's a wonderful product. So you can simply tell them that the product is used for total cell renewal of the body. Okay, so let's proceed further. Okay, this is the next active ingredient in the product, the beta-melon peptide. This particular active ingredient in the product is found naturally. It is an anti-cancer active ingredient. It is an anti-diabetic active ingredient. In fact, it lowers the blood serum triglyceride. What that simply means is it removes unhealthy fat from the bloodstream. That's the next powerful active ingredient you're seeing in the product. Is that good or very good? And you can see the menu like improving blood circulation, inhibit the formation of unhealthy fat, adipose fat, reduces alcohol deposits in the liver. You can also see that it goes as far as detoxifying, the renewing of the liver. Isn't that amazing? Yeah. So this is the next active ingredient in the product. It is called a lotus jam. And this particular active ingredient in the product, in some part of the world like Asia, this plant, they revere it, they honor it, they worship it. You know why? Because this plant has a whole lot of miraculous benefits. Okay? And you can see the write-up there. In places like Egypt and in some Hindu culture, they honor this plant. And some of the many benefits of these plants include anti-aging, enhances the immune system, extends lifespan by over 20%, reduces the risk of mental degeneration, that's neurodegeneration, like Alzheimer, dementia, memory loss, and their lives. Okay, you can also see it reduces the production of melanin. Melanin is what gives structure, or sorry, what gives color to our skin. And you see it regulates metabolic, right? Is what do they call the insulin and the other digestive juices. So sometimes the hormone can be altered and insufficient production can happen. And sometimes the hormone can be altered and the body will not recognize that this is insulin and will not yield to the insulin to break down carbohydrates and sugar in the body. So hormonal imbalance is, hormonal balancing is very effective in the body system. So it does that, handles the balancing of the hormone. And we've also seen some persons, just by taking this product, they testified of having this massive balancing of their hormones. You can see also it detoxifies the body, it boosts metabolism, very wonderful. It reduces weight gain, it aids in weight loss, is a fat blocker, It enhances the immune system and many other like supporting the joint and bone health. Isn't that good? Okay, this is the next active ingredient in the product, the ashwagandha root extract. Many benefits like improving insomnia, like helping to improve the testosterone level. It relieves stress, reduces anxiety, even the lowering of cholesterol, helping weight loss, reduces the sugar level in the blood, and many other benefits. Can you see that most of these unique plants are having similar qualities, right? So that whether you like it or not, you will enjoy the best of health and the best of life. Okay, apart from these 6 major active ingredients in the product, you know what the company did? The company went and gathered 11 kinds of vitamins, 15 kinds of minerals, alfalfa, clove, enzymes, enzyme creatine, and included it in the product just to make sure that the product is the best for your health, is the best for your body, and is the best for your mind. Is that good? Very good. So, and finally, this is a breakdown of 15 different things that this our product can handle in the body. Starting from being a powerful antioxidant to enhancing nutrient absorption in the body. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Thank you for listening.